Hi everybody, welcome back. So today we're going to be continuing our Vinted journey together, and I'm going to tell you about items that we are all allowed to sell on Vinted. As we know, Vinted is primarily used for second-hand selling and buying items, but to be honest, you will be able to find a lot of new items, new with or without tax. What we can sell on Vinted, what a lot of people would think of straight away, is clothing items, which is not going to surprise you, I'm sure. Clothing for women, men, kids, maternity clothing, so just basic like jumpers, t-shirt, trousers. You can sell shoes, but make sure that it's all good quality. Do not put anything up on Vinted that's that you wouldn't buy yourself. That's my motto. Anyway, accessories is very good again because it really doesn't cost much to post them, prop them up, and to be honest, you may have some scarves, some belts, and some jewelry as well hanging around that you can flog off and just it's not going to cost you much to post, so you will be able to get a little bit more profit. And what a lot of people don't realize, perhaps, that you can even buy kitchen appliances on Vinted and small kitchen appliances, large kitchen appliances, but obviously there would be restrictions as well. I'm not going to go into details because I actually want to put the video together when I'm going to tell you about items that we are not allowed to sell on Vinted because we can seriously get into trouble and we could actually be banned from Vinted, or you wouldn't even be able to list the item. So obviously the appliances is a big thing, and electricals as well, that you will be able to buy and sell, CDs, various books, collectibles, toys. I mean, when it comes to kids stuff, I mean, you will be able to pick up some really good bundles if you're a buyer. If you're a seller, then you will be able to bundle up your stuff and literally sell them, and get rid of that clutter. Home accessories is also very good when it comes to Vinted because you will be able to find lots of different things like sofa covers, bedding, tablecloth, bathroom accessories, and things like that. Going back to the kitchen, with kitchen items, there will be again quite a few restrictions. Again, I'm not going to go into details, but you get the picture. So Vinted is massive, and I think is growing even more now, and it's probably going to be growing even more in the future. But it's a perfect place to sell your unwanted items. Obviously, use common sense because there are certain things you wouldn't be able to find on Vinted, but as I said, they will actually you don't want to get into trouble with them. But I also want to mention that obviously when it comes to selling branded items, because you will be able to pick up some really, really good branded things. As a buyer, as a seller, please make sure that you only sell, if you got branded stuff, make sure that's the real stuff again, because Vinted is very hot on it. And make sure that you are not putting anything up that you're not quite sure if it's the real thing or not, because it can get you into trouble again. Sorry, I keep going back. It kind of crosses over a little bit into my future topic. But yes, to be honest, as I said, when I first started using Vinted, I was mostly just doing clothes for my daughter, selling them, buying them, but there are loads more. I actually knew somebody who bought a laptop, and I was really kind of blown, mind blowing that you can actually buy things like that on Vinted. But obviously, you do need to do your research, because when you're posting an item on Vinted, again, I'm not going to go into how to post it. I put a video together about that as well. It will be linked down below. But you just need to find the categories when you list your item, and it's quite straightforward. So it probably will tell you straight away if you're allowed to sell it or not. But the way I look at it, do not rock the boat. And if you're not sure, just, make sure that you do your research. So I don't know if this video was helpful for you. I think it's probably going to be quite a good one to come back and check out my video about what we are not allowed to sell. There is a story to tell you when I tried to list something and it kept bouncing back, but I'm going to keep that story for the next time. So if you love Vinted, then please make sure you do come back and also check out my other videos, because I've got loads of them in the playlist, because I've been doing this for a while. I made some major mistakes and I just want to share my story with you and make sure you do not make the same mistake as I did. But thank you very much for tuning in today. As I said, I don't know if it was useful for you, but it was an eye-opener for me that, there's a lot of stuff. And I believe they will probably be introducing even more. So have a good one, everybody. Happy posting on Vinted. Happy listing on Vinted. Hopefully you're going to have a good spur of your selling journey. As I said, it's really up and down. I do have some really, really good video ideas that are coming up, a little bit of experimental ones, but I'm gonna finish off now. I put my daughter to bed and it's time for me to kind of wrap up the day, if you like. So I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. Goodbye for now.